I think missions is actually more about our daily lives and how we live it, and I think we are going to spend most of our lives in Singapore. So I guess this mission trip, this local mission trip, it prepared me to see what the people are like in Singapore and how I can love them in a way.
That being said, actually local missions will allow us to do frequent follow-ups with different teams, whereas compared to overseas missions, we are actually unable to send teams over to that organization as frequently as we would like. But in Singapore, we are actually able to organize like monthly visits to help those organizations out with whatever their needs may be.
I think the trip, I think it reminded each and every one of us that we can be little lights for Christ, you know, like shine forth. Yeah, we can shine forth for Christ in wherever we are. It can be overseas, it can be when we are on a specific mission trip like that, and it also can be in our daily lives. I mean, doing community projects and all that is great. And when you are there, it kind of reminds you that actually the things that we're doing for these people, we can do the same thing for our friends, or even when we're just walking out on the streets, when we see a beggar there, you know, when we look at them, do we look at them with love, or do we look at them with the thought that, oh my goodness, I need to hurry up, run away?
I think talking about love, at the root of the matter is love. And all these old people, all these kids, all these special needs children, the fact that you're there and you're present and you're spending time with them really means so much to them. And if our love means so much to them, God's love could mean our love is minute compared to God's love for them. And I think that's why spreading the message of God's love for them is truly important.
We call ourselves Team Hope. I think we call ourselves that for various reasons, but I think everyone knew that we wanted to go forth and to bring hope to people. But I think at the end, I think what we saw was that we were given more hope than anything else.
So it may sound very cliche, but the school is also your mission field, even your homes or your neighborhood. That's why local missions shows the other side of Singapore that maybe we seldom see, and that's some of the things that I have learned. There's so much more than the nice houses we live in, or the nice schools we visit, study in, or the nice shopping centers that we shop in. Even in our own stores and our own front doors. There's also people like that who don't have to go spend a few hours on the airplane to just reach them, but also people, even our own countrymen out there who also needs this hope and this love. Yeah.
I think missions overall is a beautiful thing. We may be saying how we think that local missions is better. I think in some sense it is, but I also think that overseas or local, it's all important, it's all beautiful. What matters is that if God calls us overseas, if God calls us for a local trip, if God calls us to a community project, if God calls us to just go to school every day, that is our mission ground and our mission field, and that is the opportunity that God has given us. And this opportunity we must seize and we must live out to the fullest.
I think missions doesn't have to be always a very spiritual thing. I think showing love and bringing hope and showing people God's love and showing people the eternal hope, I guess, that's also mission. You don't have to be very spiritually mature, you don't have to be very wow. You just have to go there ready to learn and ready to love people.
Yeah, all you need is just a heart that is willing for God to increase your faith, your hope and your love.